Good evening, students. Let us learn the balancing of redox reactions by oxidation number method. There are two methods of balancing the redox reaction. One is oxidation number method and another is ion electron method. So we are going to see it using oxidation number method. I am taking an example for explaining this method. Copper plus HNO3 gives copper nitrate, nitric oxide and water. This is the reaction using which we will understand the method. So the first thing you have to do is to write the oxidation number of each element at the top of the reaction. Now this is copper and this is in the elemental state, so its oxidation number will be 0. You know that if an element is there, that is it is alone, then its oxidation number will always be 0. Hydrogen always has +1. Oxygen generally has -2. So when you keep hydrogen +1 and oxygen -2, nitrogen will come out to be +5. We will calculate the oxidation number of nitrogen in nitric acid. It will come out to be +5. Copper has the valency 2 here, so oxidation number will be 2. And in nitrate is NO3 minus, so oxygen will be -2 here, so one nitrogen will have X plus -2 into 3 equal to -1, so X will be +5 here. So we will calculate the nitrogen oxidation number, which will also be +5 here. In nitric oxide, oxygen will be -2, so nitrogen will be +2. Hydrogen will be +1 and oxygen will be -2. So the first step in balancing of reaction by oxidation number method is to calculate the oxidation number of each element and write at the top. Now we will see that which element is undergoing a change in oxidation number. Now you can see that copper is undergoing a change from 0 to +2. So this is increase in oxidation number. So this is oxidation. Copper is changing into copper +2. So this is oxidation. And nitrogen has oxidation number +5 here. And here nitrogen has +2. So it is a decrease in oxidation number. Therefore it is reduction. So I have made pairs. This I have underlined by a double line. So its pair is this nitrogen and copper is this. Copper are underlined by a single line and nitrogen are underlined by a double line, so that you can understand that this is one pair and this is another pair, right? So we will find out that which element is undergoing a change in oxidation number. Copper's oxidation number is increasing, so only copper is underlined, not the whole compound. Only the element whose oxidation number is changing, I have underlined copper here and copper here, and nitrogen +5 and nitrogen +2, so I just underlined nitrogen, not the whole compound. Now after this, you will see that the elements which are undergoing change in oxidation number, are they balanced? That is, here we have one copper and here we have one copper. So number of copper is balanced. By chance, if there is one copper and on the right hand side there are 2 copper, then you would have multiplied it by 2. But here number 1, both sides we have one number, therefore copper is balanced. Same way we will check for nitrogen. this nitrogen, its pair is this nitrogen. You will not check for this nitrogen because its pairing is with NN, because here nitrogen has +5 only, so it's not undergoing any change in oxidation number. This nitrogen is undergoing a change in oxidation number, so इसका pair ये है. आप देखिए यहाँ पे nitrogen is 1 and nitrogen is 1. Suppose the case would be nitrogen on this side, 1 nitrogen, and suppose on the other side it is N2O. So there would be 2 nitrogen, so you would have written a 2 here. That is the atoms which are undergoing a change in oxidation number, their number will be balanced only. Copper is 1 in number, copper is 1 in number, nitrogen is 1 in number, nitrogen is 1 in number. You will not consider these nitrogen atoms which are in copper nitrate because they are not undergoing any change in oxidation number. We are balancing the number of atoms which are undergoing a change in oxidation number. So this is the next thing which we had to do. Now copper is changing into copper +2. It is oxidation, and oxidation is the loss of electron. So copper can change to copper +2 only when it loses 2 electrons. For loss of electron, I am making an outward arrow. That means copper is losing 2 electrons. And nitrogen's oxidation number is changing from +5 to +2. It's decrease in oxidation number, therefore it is reduction. So +5 to +2, gain of electron will be taking place because reduction is the gain of electron. And how many electrons? +5 to +2, that is, there is a difference of 3 electrons, so 3 electrons will be gained. Come again. Copper is changing to copper +2, therefore it is the loss of 2 electrons, so 2 electrons are lost. And nitrogen changing from +5 to +2, so this is the difference of 3 electron, and in reduction 3 electrons are gained. So 2 electrons, 3 electrons. Now 2 are lost here, 3 are gained here. Now you have to make this loss and gain equal. It is 2, it is 3. So we will multiply this by 3 and this by 2. We have to make the number of electrons lost and gained equal. So 2 multiplied by 3 will give us 6, and 3 multiplied by 2 will also give us 6. So we will multiply this by 3 and this by 2. So when you multiply this by 3, everything related to this arrow will be multiplied by 3. That is, this arrow is related to copper and this copper is related to this copper. So what you will do is, when you are multiplying this 2 electrons by 3, so you will multiply this copper by 3 and this copper nitrate by 3, and the rest of the things will remain the same. Look again. 2 electrons, 3 electrons are there, 2 are lost, 3 are gained. We have to make this loss and gain equal. So for this, 2 electrons multiplied by 3. So 3 will be multiplied, you will multiply everything related to this arrow by 3. So this arrow is related to this copper and this copper is related to this copper nitrate. So you will put a 3 here and a 3 here. इससे रिलेटेड जितनी भी चीज़ें होंगी सबको आप 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. Exactly in the same way, 3 electrons are to be multiplied by 2. So everything related to this arrow will be multiplied by 2. That is, this HNO3 you will put a 2 here, and nitric oxide you will put a 2 here. This is what we have to do. Now after doing this, we will follow a general method of balancing. We will check the number of atoms of each kind and balance it as we do in hit and trial method. Let us check the balancing. 3 copper, 3 copper. Total nitrogen are 3 to the 6 plus 2, 8. And here we have 2, so we will write 8 here. Normal balancing. Now hydrogen are 8 and hydrogen are 2 here, so it became 8. And total oxygen are 8 3s are 24 and 3 2s are 6, 3s are 18, 2 20 plus 4 24, and our equation got balanced. So this is 3Cu plus 8HNO3 gives 3CuNO3 whole twice. This is normal balancing. After you do this step, after that you do normal balancing by inspection, and this is your balanced equation. And if the equation given to you is in the ionic form, then for balancing hydrogen and oxygen, you will use the method used in ion electron method. That is, the other atoms will be balanced in the similar way, but in acidic medium, if the equation is ionic, then to balance hydrogen, we add proton, and to balance oxygen, we add water. And in basic medium, the method is that to balance oxygen, we add hydroxyl, and for balancing hydrogen, we add water. So you have to see that if this equation is given to you in the ionic form, for example, the equation is given, say Cr2O7 minus 2 plus Fe plus 2 plus H plus is giving you Cr plus 3 plus Fe plus 3 plus water. Suppose this equation is given to you to balance by oxidation number method, then what will you do? You will write the oxidation numbers at the top. After that, you will find out the loss or gain and will make it equal, and every number related to this, every term related to this will be multiplied by that number, and then after you will do usual balancing. And for this is acidic medium, so for every oxygen you will be adding water on the opposite side, and for hydrogen you will be adding proton. That is, instead of balancing by inspection, hydrogen and oxygen will be balanced by the method which we used in ion electron balancing. So this was a reaction using which I told you that how are the reactions balanced using oxidation number method. Try solving the equations and ask if you have any problem. Thank you.